Hey tribe, good morning. I just discovered so many new cool music. I just started a new Instagram account for my self-love Ricky.
Been a daughter, the feathers are meant for the sky. So I'm wishing further for the excitement to arrive. It's just I'd rather be causing the chaos and laying at the sharp end of this knife. With every small disaster, I'll let the water still take me away.
For example, Gabrielle Aplin. He's so cute. I will have it on very low though, because this is gonna go on YouTube. And I got yesterday support for my little cold. Like this is just Echinacea stuff. Antibacterial, sugar free. I have other ones that taste like iced tea, so it's not about sugar free, it's about the fact that it has like really good description and I wanted to try it. And it was on Amazon available. So it did call me. I think it does help actually. It has a little easier breath. It's nice. So I'm gonna quickly do my makeup video. I slept yesterday for midnight. I woke up at 9, so needed the sleep, obviously. Day 1 of my bleed, and like all happy. Summer is finally back in the house. Like I am all suffering. I'm suffering about the fact that summer does not stay all year, but also nature is the most beautiful in Europe because we have winter and the earth gets a rest phase. You know? That is also true. So that's what I'm repeating in my head. Don't be egoistic and wish summer away, like literally. It is of good use. We have very good harvest and all because of it, and like I do plant on my balcony right now of kale plants. They are good. Like cornflowers, they are huge, and poppies that are also blossoming and blooming. No, growing. They're real big. They are not already in bloom. I just sowed them in March, so it will take a bit longer probably. But I'm all excited. And actually, I'm gonna be moving. I don't know where yet, but sure as hell, I will not spend the summer in the countryside here. I'm gonna move closer to civilized people. And like I can like probably get one if I don't have balcony, because I'm not very picky at the moment, just want to go. I'm not gonna wait 10 years for garden or balcony. You know, there is one with balcony, but it's a little too pricey for me alone, so I'm gonna see. But like it would be cute next to the kitchen window or so, like with the cornflowers. They grow super big, so I would have like this little field of cornflowers, like just portrayed with the little pot on the windowsill. And the cornflowers that I got, they are pink. And I've never seen pink cornflowers. And it's just my most favorite way. My most favorite way to work with the plants is like seed them, grow them, and then bring them to the right places and see them grow into the huge plant and wedges that they will be sometimes. Like cucumber, had the best outcome with cucumber. So it was really enjoyable. Thinking of growing on the balcony, my sister lives on the 4th floor in the city. It can be so hot in Vienna, and like today in the summer they cannot stay outside, even not for cigarettes probably. And the balcony is all filled up with like tiles and all. Like there's not a nature path or like earth or anything, so it's really warming up very much. Like it's really hard to grow veggies in the 4th floor with like surrounded with tiles. So I don't know how she did last year, but the first year she just had a few plants out and nothing was really prospering because it's just too hot to do that. But there are a few plants like I could like lemon tree. They love heat. Maybe orange, you know, like this more Middle European Italian crops. They would work. I imagine an olive tree. They look so pretty too, and it's fun to harvest. But like they don't bring like a basket full of fruits or veggies, you know. So, I'm gonna do a highlighter today. I'm gonna do my favorite. This is my favorite season. We are in June nearly. All of May was very cold. I think it was quite cold, but now it's really warming up thanks to the African heat that the weather and the wind bring to us. We have a rapid summer start. Like you could probably go in the lakes for short. Like people, especially older people, like the earliest tourists, for example, those are the people who go in the water no matter what. Like they literally, because summers, for my dad, for example, he was born in the early 50s, were much colder than nowadays. And my father is not very happy with the summer. Because they had more mild winters when they were littler. Also in winter they had all frozen lakes, like fully frozen. And that's not what's going on anymore. We have just the mountain. On the mountain we have a lake really big. That's always freezing, at least half. But when I was a kid, we mostly had like the full lake available. And I remember my first boyfriend, he also could like still ice skate in a few summers on some of the lakes in the valley. So it's really warmed up lots, but people have known since the 70s. And like, you know, but we have really hot summers now. Like, but this is 24 degrees. This is like actual real summer probably for here. Like, and it's super nice. But the lakes would probably have been colder. So I think that's why the older tourists, they don't mind it, because they are from Germany and they just also had mild summers, probably less lakes or less mountains or little. Yeah, because not all the areas in Germany have the same beautiful bathing opportunities, and they've really celebrated holiday back in the day because they really worked for it, and they were the first generation, often in the family, who couldn't get holidays in, and yeah. That was definitely recognizable that they were very appreciative. And like, so it's an actual old day, summer day. But for us, it's just the beginning of summer, and I'm just waiting for more heat to rush in, because that's most summers in my childhood were very warm, and I spent them at the local swimming pool, and then went home to my mom for lunch and back to the local pool. So all day, every day. Good morning, goodbye, mom. I'm gonna go swimming. And like, we were old enough when we were little, my mom had to stay with us next to the pool, and she hated it. But yeah, it was unbearable necessity to swim in the water. We had a very fun pool, and it was very crowded and was like all new and everybody's favorite. But now it's old. People don't go there a lot. Isn't that so strange how only summer has shifted in multiple ways? Like the story of Carinthia summer. This ask me the decade, I'm gonna tell you more. But now we have 24 degrees. It's super nice out, and I'm in summer mode. Just got coffee. Second coffee. Doing my little social media creativity practice, filling video content. And my head is already in the city. Just have like my favorite things to do on my mind. And today I would just have got ice cream, because it's always celebratory the first time ice cream in the summer. And I don't eat ice cream like loads, especially like not this, like I just get a box with ice cream and then I eat that. I'm not always getting ice cream at the ice places, ice cafes, but it is always nice having the first ice, having the first iced coffee on the beach, or like first time water swimming lake is back. Like, it's my most favorite surrounding. Like, I'm happiest. You can go in winter, you can go sauna, and then you can go into the lake too. There are saunas available that offer that, lots of actually. So I could go to lake, but it's not that comfortable, obviously. It's quite cold in winter. So that's good. And well, I've stopped now producing more healing content. Basically, for now, it's on hold to prepare a little bit for the move and taking in all of the last favorite memories of living in my grandpa's old flat, because I've spent lots of time as a kid, and it was grief ridden to be here now. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna fully go because I will probably go back. I probably keep this little edge for recording open, just gonna record for like, yeah, maybe I could record a month in a few days, or just sound bath content for the next month ahead, always following seasonal inspiration probably, and oh, I'm also not taking all of my stuff with me because I don't need it right now. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna do a light version of a move, and then I'm gonna just get and grab whatever else I need, and I'm probably not gonna rent a huge home because I had this lots of space, like it's quite a good flat. Like my father lived here as a kid, and there were 5 people. For that, it's very crowded. But like for me, I feel a little bit lost. Like normally there's always someone. I've never been alone in this flat. Now I've lived here alone. It was really weird. The first half I spent only in the living room, mostly because I felt lost in the other rooms. And then it crowded up and it got comfy and I felt a little bit at home. And then I started to make the bedroom a little bit more more cozy. Just hanged a few spiritual art pieces and took all my favorite self-care stuff over there, like the brush for the neck and the little massage sticks, you know, that you can put on an acupuncture net, acupressure points, and like all of my favorite wellness stuff. And I in the beginning I slept not too well, because it's also where my grandpa died. And this is the room actually where my grandma died, and I have just here where she laid in the there was the big couch that is gone now, but it stayed for like 2 decades. But I have just arranged a little ancestral altar over here, little pictures going, little candles, little prayer, you know. So I've worked through that, and I'm very proud of myself that I did. And it was not a grief that like was overwhelming, because it was not too fresh, but for a while it was a little bit rough living here. And I've definitely smudged plentiful. I constantly have diffusers going in all the rooms to have fresh air coming in, you know, just a different smell is nice. I'm not beginning to be sad, because I'm constantly more in the now and not in the past, and so it's a little bit rough to live on in, because I've not anticipated living here, you know. And but then I worked through lots of stuff, and I already started doing grief workshops, one coaching style, one more spiritual. I learned about keening art. Keening is a song, Irish song about sadness, and it's very nice. You can Google it. That is really fun and beautiful, and also for every day. Like, it's not triggering, but it's beautiful expression of the love, what I feel for the bygone and for the lost. So I worked with that, and then I did join Felicity Warner for her sacred oils, and worked lots with oil and learned about it. And then I did soul midwifery course, and but just the introduction. But that was like 4 hours or 5 hours in one afternoon, and I felt more relaxed. And then I got Felicity Warner's books. I've not fully read through it all. It's a bit much for me to read it here, close to the death of the grandmother and the grandfather. But definitely on the beach, want to read a few. It's just the ebook. I have it with me anytime. Like, I really want to read through it. It's really good. How to guide the dying, and I'm a little bit moving through that, because it's a little tradition in my family normally, like that the dying, they have a hand to hold, and it was not the case with my grandpa, and I'm very regretful about it. And so I do like make up for that. I'm learning more about, and I want to be prepared, but it's also not for me. I was a little bit young at the time, and It helps me work through the grief, to understand, to hear what others say. I will definitely be grief coaching because I'm not very good with sadness. Like it's a little bit like self-strangulating. Like I cannot breathe even when I'm grieving. I'm all lost in grief. That's how much I'm in pain about people's life stories sometimes, because I think life of a human and of everything that lives on earth is not valued, and I feel this the in their in their dying the most, this regretfulness, this pain in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, and and it was not very fresh. I've already learned before I came here. So I did a little bit of keying music, and then I got the books, and then I tried to read, I couldn't, and then just gave in, and then I got all these little beautiful flowers from the fields, because we've been on walks a lot, and I kept it all as it is. Like I've not changed. I think it would be a little bit more sad if the home would look very different. I would not want to live here for long. Like I lived here for long, like 4 years, but like not my whole life. But like I was like full. It was I lots of my stuff is still on attics. One is at my other grandma's house. She's still alive. She's over 90, and one is at this attic. And then I think that should be it. So I still have lots of stuff that I've never not seen in a long time. So I'm a little bit excited to move back into my area where I feel at home, because I'm a full-on early grown-up girl. I left my home when I went to university, and I basically never came back. Like I just stayed here a little while to see if this can function, but it turned out it will never. So I do me, and me really wants to go back to the city and find a cozy little niche and relax. And like I've changed too a lot in the last 4 years. I did so much internal work that I'm actually a little bit bored with myself, which is rare to say for an introvert, you know. Like I've like I'm if I'm a library, I've seen all the books already, and like I it's not like with 20 where I've been overwhelmed sometimes with crowds, or where I did not know what is this feeling, and was just being drained and needing rest and needing me time, and then shutting off and not getting lost in people's needs. So I've just learned a little bit, getting better at noticing what's going on and then having a strategy for it, because I'm highly sensitive empath, and I've mostly been to school and then in my little room and drank too much at the weekends, but just a little bit overexposed in my 20s to other people's needs, because people never meet their needs, and I always try to meet my needs. Like just at the beginning, it's mostly comfort, it's mostly safety, just basic needs, and people ignore their needs. So I was reactive toward that for a really long time, but it did shift eventually. I've seen how other people did ignore their need too, but in a nice way. Like I did not want to be rude or like um, hurtful. So I've seen other people, and I learned from their strategy, especially in the city, because also other people are very sensitive. Lots of people say that the light is lots for them, or like the area, the constant noise from streets or whatever. Like, so I am not alone, and I've seen all the great TED talks about introverts, and I read books, and yeah, it's just I am an introvert now with 37 that can manage great with who I am born. And I found my feel-good strategies for how I adapt to this more extroverted society. And so now I've been on the countryside mostly for years, really bored, really missing city tribe, really missing going for your favorite ice creams, or like going to the movies and coming back, like not being in the middle of nowhere, stranded, but like always a bus that brings me home, or like my bike that brings me shortly home. It's just probably not too far route to go. So and I really enjoy just being free and not observed all the time. Like the countryside is getting more crazy. I think also more dangerous in a lot of ways. And I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've adapted strategies for work around it, and I made my peace with what's going on because you cannot change it. It is like it is right now, and then you do what you can to better your place in this story. And like, yeah, there's a public mirror that people think that somebody else will fix their problems for them, because nobody does. If you don't grow and learn, nobody will. And yeah, I'm excited, and we have lots of different swimming pools around the lake, so I wanna go swim in all of them. We have the little slide, big slide, little slides, yeah, or lots of fun things. Like it's still fun to go once in the summer on a slide. Because yeah, why not? But like I, even as a kid, I was not the most keen about the slide. I was just most keen about swimming and diving, like under the water, just splashing around, being a fish, basically. And it's still like this. I'm most happiest when I can swim or float. Obviously, floating is swimming. So I'm so happy. I really want to put all of the very nice little art that I printed, that I bought, and little ideas all together in little boxes, and then just open my box and see if where I want to go in the new flat, and just bring the little treasures that I found for like my spiritual art and creativity process with me, my little collage for manifesting for 2026, and like all of this, hang those in a better place, like all of the ripe fruits of my labor of going through this very woke and this journey on this very rough countryside, and take all of my fruits with me and just, yeah, celebrate myself and recover from the surgery, and get better every day, and yeah, just be more me, because I'm surrounded by such oppressors that I am constantly seeing myself in roles that I've never played in my life. That's such a weird situation. Like I miss being myself, and I feel most free in a group of strangers because they don't have anticipation. If that's just these new neighbors, they think they rule now over a district that is lost because they don't offer jobs to people. There's this constant fight about who has a say, even though they are not the mayor. They are not the authorities. They bought a small little piece of land, and they are the owner of the whole county, which is like an illness, a mental illness actually, and very dangerous. So I'm so happy, and I want to go on little lake tours, and I want to have a space where I can sit a little deeper in meditation, find a little bit more of a ceremonial meditation again. I want to create, I still want like, I want herbs close by, so just any smaller village will do. And like I can still drive with my e-bike, like it's not very far, and like the routes are all nice, most of them. That's not dangerous, like there's no real dangerous bike path around the city that I know. Like we don't have bike lanes in the city. That's something that's better in this city, in this little town, but it's constantly ignored too. So I'm so happy to go home. And it was my home for real long. Like it's not my forever and only home. Like I don't think that I'm like this no more. I could not say this now. I find home every once in a while somewhere, and then I dream of going back, like, or even on holidays I think, oh, it feels so comforting. I feel held, I feel good. I kind of want to stay here real long, and that's like the beginning of building a home. So, but like, yeah, it's really now just go home to my ordinary life without forcing myself onto a path of service for the elderly in my family that was neglected. So it's fine. I'm gone, and I'm so happy to have just this life centering around me and my enjoyment, and get rest as well as interaction and more opportunities, maybe a little concert once or twice. Just, nothing is happening here. They don't offer no nothing, and there's no reason to stay for like the whole country is getting real old and youth is leaving, so it's just really showing. I don't know why. So, but anyways, yeah, that's me. I'm a little bit homesick, and I'm happy to leave the flat of my grandpa, because I will be back. Like I will be recording. I need my stuff. I will probably take most of the decoration with me though, like much of it. But still gonna keep it nice enough to stay for a few days or a week even, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm so happy to go to just leave this behind and close the chapter and continue on my path. And I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. That's what I'm feeling. Okay guys, see you, bye.